Welcome back to another episode of Private Parts with me, Tom Lucy.
And me, Liv Bentley. This is the podcast where nothing is off limits.
Each week, we will read the most intimate and sordid details of our lives from our diaries. Feels like by this point we should be off book with that.
Yeah, I know, but we're still reading it.
Know,
I'm going to be totally honest. There's a high chance I could still be a little bit drunk.
You're also wearing the same clothes you wore in the last episode.
As we entered, I said, don't reference the fact I'm wearing the same outfit
It is
I
good
wore
though.
last
You're
week.
wearing the same thing.
I have changed. Oh, for fuck's sake, he's calling you now. Oh, no, I can't
Is
say
it the
that.
doctor? Who is that?
My brother.
He's probably checking up on you.
No, I should be checking up on him.
Everyone's worried about you. So where have you been on a hen party?
I've been on a hen do in the south of France.
Can you say whose hen do you were on?
I was on a friend called Jasmine, who's a school friend.
Okay.
There was a lot of girls.
Why is it that hen do's are so much more like raucous? I've been on 2 stag do's in my life so far. Most of my friends haven't started getting married yet, so I guess that will kick off at some point. But
we'll be sitting here and I'll be questioning your life
I
choices.
feel like you hit an age where like everyone you know is getting married all the time. I haven't quite hit that yet, but it feels to me like hen do's are a lot more
they're full
rogue
on
than stag do's.
But I think it's because with girls they're so organised, so they like to plan everything. So then there's like the games and the clubs and then the parties, whereas boys are just like, let's go get fucked.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, I know. And the couple I've been on have been quite bougie ones, not like let's go get fucked. It's been like let's go skiing. So that's not quite as sort of lads.
Oh, that sounds.
But
very
yours
lads.
sounds quite sort of hectic.
Lad.
Ocean Beach, Blue Lagoon, sparklers on the table. It's quite that energy. Wayne Lineker.
Wayne Lineker. No one got arrested.
Good.
It was just
good.
It was just a big few days because I haven't been partying the way I used to. My body just can't take it.
Really?
And this was like a 5-day affair.
You need to get that tolerance back
Oh
up.
God, I don't have it. Honestly, I'm done
You can
for.
train yourself to get back there.
I don't want to train myself to get back there.
Come on.
Right, let's have a drink.
Okay, great. So
What have you been doing?
I've been away, but not in the same way that you've been away. I've been having a very wholesome time in Mallorca. I went to Mallorca and had quite a nice... not quite a nice, I had a very nice time.
Swing by Magaluf?
No, I was desperately trying to get to Magaluf, but no one else on the trip wanted to. You went to Magaluf,
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's quite something.
I was with my girlfriend and her family, and it wasn't quite Magaluf energy.
Not the right crowd.
But I kept saying to her brother, who me and him we're sort of similar energy.
Has he forgiven you after the golf club incident?
Yeah, we're friends now again.
We're going to make up to him.
But I kept saying to him, you know, we could be in Magaluf in 50 minutes.
Magaluf.
If we ever want to get out of this, we could be there in under an hour. But he didn't quite take the bait, so... Have you been to Magaluf? Have you been to... am I saying it wrong?
No, it's Magaluf.
Magaluf.
We did a season there for Made in Chelsea, and where I was staying was right on the edge of Magaluf, so it was the only place I could buy my cigarettes. And let me tell you, Mulligans.
What's that? Is that the name of the dealer? Mulligans.
No, Mulligans is the name of one of the bars.
Oh,
it was
Mulligans.
at the Strip.
In Magaluf.
And Magaluf.
If anyone listening has been to Mulligans or remembers meeting any of the Made in Chelsea cast at Mulligans, get in touch. Oh yeah, so it was also the Euros last night.
Which is?
I didn't think you were quite this unaware.
The football.
Yeah, it's a European football tournament.
Let's lay it down now. The only sport I watch is tennis.
Oh yeah, because you're going to Queen's this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only sport you care about?
No, it's not that I don't care. It's just the only one I sort of
Follow.
enjoy watching, yeah.
Okay, so there's a big football tournament happening at the moment called the Euros.
Yeah.
You must have heard
Not
of it.
Eurovision, no.
It's not Eurovision.
I'm fucking
It's sort
joking.
of similar-ish in the sense that it's in Europe, but it's not Eurovision, no.
Okay.
It's called the Euros.
Yeah.
England played last night. Did you
Right.
watch it?
No, Tom, I didn't watch it.
Okay,
I
well,
was watching
England...
Law and Order.
Okay, you were Xanaxed up with the Law and Order on.
Such a twat. I'm sweating.
England played Serbia
Yep.
last night in the first game.
How did they do?
We won
Oh, that's good.
1-0. Have you ever dated a footballer?
Negative.
Have you ever had a DM from a footballer? I feel like you might have done.
Yeah, I did actually once.
So you've had a DM from a footballer. Can I try and guess who it is?
Yeah.
Do you know who they play for?
No, this was a long time ago.
How long ago?
He was quite...
Was it Gary
maybe
Lineker
it
when he was playing?
I actually think it was a rugby player.
Yeah, well,
He
that's
was
not
big.
James Haskell. I've also had a DM from James Haskell, so that's not
How's that bromance going?
not very well.
Oh, I thought he was meant to be on the pod.
I did a gig the other day, and someone in the front row was James Haskell's producer on his podcast, and I stopped the gig to say, "You were supposed to email me and you haven't." And he went, "Oh, sorry, I know I meant to, I haven't." I was like, "Why haven't you fucking emailed me?" In front of the whole gig. And then I stopped and went, "This is probably not the place to have this conversation." But yeah, Haskell's not been in touch.
Oh, that's a shame.
He sent me a voice note. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, let's play it.
Haskell, the Hask.
The hat, is that what he's known as?
Oh God, he's got that thing where his messages delete after. How sketchy is that?
That is a bit weird. Why do people
James
have that?
Haskell uses a default timer for disappearing messages in new chat.
If I suddenly put that on, does that mean any messages I've sent in the past get deleted?
So basically, there's a
Yeah.
there's a setting on WhatsApp where you can, after 30 days, the messages delete themselves.
No, but as in, so past conversations that I've had with people, if I now turn that setting on, so conversations from like the last 6 months, will they delete?
No. I think you have to turn it on and then. Sorry, I know
So
that's.
I get a bit drunk sometimes and send weird messages to people, and then I wake up with the fear.
It's such a shame I can't play you Haskell's voicemail. Anyway, so you've had a DM from a rugby player
I did,
or a
yeah.
football player.
I think he.
Oh, can I guess who it was?
Yeah, but I mean, I can't.
Can I
remember.
guess in one?
Oh,
can
and
I
then I
say
had one
one
from
word?
a Formula One guy who I actually think was pretty high end at the time. I just noticed he had 1 million followers, so I replied. Not joking, I actually didn't.
Unbelievable.
He was about 19. I was like, it's too much.
Can I guess who the rugby player was?
Yeah.
Danny Cipriani.
No, although this is weird. Someone got my number and was WhatsApping me, claiming to be him.
Yeah.
I know it wasn't him, but he was like, I met you in Bodo Schloss years ago, and I didn't reply, and then suddenly his number changed and his photo changed to a completely different bloke, and I was like, this is weird. But asking for nudes. I sent one on a disappearing image, but not joking.
You did a Haskell.
I did a Haskell with my naked photos.
Danny Cipriani.
I do like that you can do that on WhatsApp though, and you can't screenshot it. So, you just send an image once, and then, yeah, it goes.
That's what you did for Danny Cipriani?
For the
The
wannabe
one
Danny.
pretending to be Danny Cipriani?
Yeah, the one pretending.
A friend of mine the other day got scammed out of Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh, shit.
So a friend of his, how clever is this, right? A friend of his on Facebook Messenger sent him a message saying, "Oh, I've just got these 4 tickets to Taylor Swift. I can't go anymore. Do you want them?" It came from a friend's Facebook profile.
Rogue.
And then he went, "Oh, actually, I probably would go because my girlfriend wants to go."
How much was he charging?
800 quid for 4 tickets, which is good for Taylor Swift.
Yeah, because they're about $2,000.
So anyway, he sent 800 quid to this guy who he thought was his friend because it said his
So
friend.
he's hacked his Facebook.
And it turned out to be a scam. But he'd gone on to his friend's Facebook and then was messaging people saying, "I've got Taylor Swift tickets."
That's quite savage.
Yeah.
I didn't even, I would fall for that though. If one of my mates messaged me on Instagram or something, I'd assume it was them. I get loads of porn people on mine. Like, whenever I first post a photo, the first thing that comes up is girls being like, "I like you, big daddy," and like weird. And their icon photos are their asses. They're robots, obviously, right?
I got followed by someone on Instagram yesterday called Adriana Loves Cock. So it's good to see the podcast is hitting the right audience. I'm guessing that's one of your fans.
What?
Adriana Loves Cock. Follows 113 people. One of them is you. There we go.
She follows me.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of messages, by the way, after the knicker incident. I don't know if there are
What's
certain
that?
things maybe we don't discuss on here because people are getting aggressive with me.
What's the knicker incident?
Well, I was going to sell my pants.
Oh, yeah.
Because people are going,
Does that
"Well,"
open the floodgates?
it has. People are like, words going around. And I'm like, oh,
It's hot topic.
it's too much. I'm running out of knickers now.
Okay.
I'm actually commander.
Oh, well, my heart bleeds for you. I'm sorry.
Joking.
A grand a pop. You could probably up that now. I bet Haskell would pay more.
For God's sake, you outing poor James Haskell.
No,
I
he's
think
a great guy.
he's going to have to be our first guest we get on.
God, he would absolutely love to be invited in here.
Would he?
Haskell, yeah, he would love that.
Okay, can we talk about your diary now?
Can you tell me which rugby player DM'd you?
I can't remember. It wasn't English. He was a big blonde guy. That's really limiting them. But I'll
Not
find.
English.
No, I think he was he looked Swedish.
Right.
I'll
So it
find
might not have been a rugby player.
No, he was because he had a blue tick.
Okay.
And it said it in his bio. I'll find it for you later.
Okay, fine. All right. So anyway, I went to Mallorca. Are you overheating?
I'm just sweating out the booze.
Okay.
Just one of tequila over here.
Can we get some water?
No.
Liv?
No.
She lives on a drip.
Oh, fuck.
She's one of those IV drips.
She needs to shut the fuck up.
So I went to Mallorca. That was very nice. Had a very wholesome week, bonding with
The family.
Girlfriend's family.
Do they like you?
Yeah, I think so. When they invited me there.
What did you take as like a thank you gift? Did you show up with a bottle?
I'm going to write a card.
Oh. Did you not show up with like a bottle of wine or something?
No. Should I have done that?
I think so, yeah.
I paid for the dinner.
That's quite good of you.
And I'm going to write a nice card. Mums love cards, don't they?
They do.
Like a nice handwritten.
I think thank you letters is a really nice touch.
Yeah. I'm quite keen to get, I got a thank you letter the other day from someone on headed paper. So they've got like their name on the top of
with their address.
Yeah, I'm quite keen to get some of those. Like to have headed paper.
Yeah, I mean that's quite
So like my friend who we've talked about on this before, Archie Manners.
Yeah.
Whenever he does anything, he writes like thank you letters to people.
I got a weird message from him the other day, asking if I was single. Anyway, continue. Yeah, see, I quite like that, but the problem with
it's gay, isn't it?
No, I don't think he was asking for himself. The only problem with that is you move house so often. So whose address are you going to put there?
No, I'll just put my name, like at the top of the paper. But I just got a letter from someone and it was headed paper. I thought it was quite cool. So maybe I'll get some headed paper.
Next you'll be like Jason Bateman in American Psycho and you'll be your own business card.
Jason Bateman, the actor.
No, what's his name?
Bateman.
Patrick Bateman, that's the one. Sorry, you just ignored the...
Well, yeah, maybe I'll get like those business cards he's got in American Psycho.
Yeah.
And I'll start sending them to girlfriends' mums. Thank you so much for having me in Mallorca. I had the most wonderful time. Please see.
I annoyingly reckon you're quite good at writing thank you letters, actually.
I do like a thank you letter. It's just politeness. It's good to do. Do you write thank you letters?
I do.
Do you?
It is good.
I've not received one.
What am I thanking you for? Ask me on the pod.
Potentially. Could be something. So I had a very nice week in Mallorca, which was very relaxed. And then went to Polo in the park.
Oh my God, that
bumped into your sister.
Did you? So I think my sister's bumped into
Why
a
haven't we
lot
talked
of
about
people.
this?
I think they saw a lot of people. Is the Polo in the park like the new Henley
Actually,
Regatta
I didn't
thing?
even speak to your sister, but I know she was there because someone came up to me and said, I'm with your sister.
Who was that?
A guy came up to me and was like, I'm with Liv Bentley's sister. And I was like, oh, okay. Where is she? And she was like, she's over there somewhere. But I don't think I actually spoke to your sister, but she was obviously there.
Yeah, they were.
She was obviously making her presence known. Because a couple of people mentioned to me that she was there.
I'm Liv Bentley's sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they did. It looked pretty... I've never done it. Yeah, it looks pretty... Yeah.
It's like a hen party.
I got a missed call from... Actually, I got 3 missed calls back to back, because this is when I was in Kefalonia, from one guy asking me to get him on the table in whatever the Mahiki tent.
That's where I was.
I was like, I'm 30.
I was in the Mahiki
don't
tent.
know who to even ring at this point.
I was deep in the Mahiki
Were
tent.
you?
Oh, yeah.
Having some really high-end drinks. Were you drinking out one of those bucket things?
Had a big fish bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4 straws in a fish bowl.
I'm surprised post-COVID that thing's still allowed, having those sorts of germs.
What, Polo in the park?
No, having those fish bowls where there's like 25 straws and 100 mouths around them.
It was a weird bunch of people. I was with like that guy, that personal trainer, that famous personal trainer.
What, Sean Stafford?
No, the other one. The not as good one.
Something Brady or something.
Bradley Simmons. Bradley Simmons.
That not as good one.
That fucking trainer was there, swanning around in a suit 3 sizes too small.
By the way, what is this look with guys who wear the too tight suits? Like the really tight trousers, they want them to almost look like skinny jeans.
Is it?
And then
you tell me, is it a thing or not?
Oh, not for me, it's not. And it's like guys with really beefy legs, and then they wear loafers without socks.
Really like roided up thighs.
Yeah.
In like spray on suit trousers with no. It's like. Yeah. Anyway, he was there, rocking that look.
Fake fitness person.
Yeah, it was a bit of a rogue crowd. But anyway,
were you of the older lot compared to them? Is it quite a young?
It's quite a young thing. Yeah, it is quite a young thing.
Because my brother said to me the other day, he's like, "Do you want to come to Henley Regatta?" And I was like, I feel like I was doing that when I was 18. I didn't know as a 30-year-old I can go and...
Well, Polo in the park I didn't realise was such a young affair, but it is quite young.
I think it's just an excuse to get absolutely off your nut.
It is. I didn't know that that's what it was, but as soon as I was there, I was like, oh, this is just about drinking. It's not even pretending to be
Should
about...
we go to the Henley Regatta?
It's not even pretending to be about polo. It's just about... There is a polo game happening.
But no one gives a fuck.
There's not a single person looking at it. Everyone is in this Mahiki tent, just like off their nut. Bradley Simmons' trousers are like popping at the seams. Swanning around with a load of other roided up
I love the
That's
way you have
outrageous.
no shame on this podcast.
We might have to cut that back a bit.
I think we keep that in.
To be honest, a bit of beef with Simmons, I think, is okay, isn't it?
That and Haskell.
Haskell's fine. Haskell loves me.
So you had that. Did you go with the girlfriend?
Went with her and some other people. It was fun. Yeah, it was good fun. And then going to Ascot tomorrow.
Ascot.
Have you been to that?
I have. Although, see, the problem, I feel like these events have slightly changed. They used to be very much about the sport. Now I do think it is an excuse to get royally fucked.
Yeah. But isn't that like what most sporting events are?
Not really Wimbledon.
50% about the sport, 50% about
I think Wimbledon's the only one that's remained slightly more
upmarket.
upmarket.
Yeah. It's not quite as much about... I think if you were to drink a fishbowl at Wimbledon, you'd be frowned upon.
I mean, did I tell you what I did last year? I was a little bit drunk before I got there, and I ended up working for the wrong brand. I was meant to go with Debenhams, and I found myself promoting Evian water. And my agent goes...
Did you tagged the wrong brand?
Yeah, my agent goes, "We got that content?" I went, "Yep." And he goes, "What are you doing in that box?"
You were in the wrong box.
I was like, "Oh, shit." Yeah.
To be fair, Evian's maybe a bit more upmarket.
And then I drunkenly threw one of the matches. I was watching one of the men's doubles. I was like, "This guy's fit. Why don't I DM him?"
You DM'd one of the tennis players?
While he's balls deep in a game, yeah.
Balls deep
I then
in a game.
sobered up and unsent that message.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it was pretty aggressive.
Who was it? Was it Jamie Murray?
No, I don't know. I can't remember. He was hot, though. I do like it.
You DM'd a tennis player while he was playing?
Yeah.
Imagine if he'd sat down at the bench. You know where they have a banana halfway through? Imagine if you'd seen him get his phone out and then read it and then put his
I
phone
would
down
have
and
crawled
carry on
under
playing.
the chair like this. Oh.
Have you seen that movie, The Challengers?
Oh, you actually went to the cinemas to see that, yeah.
So you have seen it?
I have seen it, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like it?
I did like it, yeah.
I think Zendaya is really fit, but it was a bit of a...
I think Zendaya is really
Zendaya's
fit.
really hot. It was a bit of a slow burner in terms of...
Do you
film.
like Zendaya?
Yeah.
And Tom Holland?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
she's
they're quite...
dating Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
yeah. I think they're quite sweet.
They are quite sweet.
What are your
aren't they?
thoughts on them?
Spider-Man?
Yeah, I've never actually watched him in Spider-Man, though.
I don't think you would be a huge fan because he's a bit
What?
not
I don't
quite
have
small.
Why do you say... I don't have a problem with small people.
I don't think you love small men, do you?
Well, no, but I'm quite tall. But I don't... It's not a...
Tom Holland's quite small.
Yeah, but I wouldn't... That doesn't mean I don't like him.
I like not. It's an exaggeration to say I grew up with Tom Holland, but there's photos of me and Tom Holland playing in a pool together when we were 7 years old.
It's sort of sweet.
Yeah,
It's just around the same
because
time.
we used to go to the same resort every summer in Portugal, and his family would go to the same place we went to every summer. So we became like family friends with his family.
Have you
and
kept
me and
in
Tom
touch?
Holland are the same age. So every summer we would do these summer holidays, and we would always hang out
Actually,
together.
you kind of look a little like him.
Tom Holland.
Yeah, with the curly hair.
Does he have curly hair?
I think he's got slightly curly hair.
He's like clean shaven, isn't he? And
Well, yeah, he's a little bit more pruned, perhaps. Than
prune,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's pictures of me and Tom Holland playing on an inflatable crocodile together.
Sounds a little...
So we could try and get him on the podcast.
Yeah, we could get him on.
Sounds
That's-
quite homoerotic.
It
doesn't
sounds a little odd, I was just trying to say.
Yeah.
He was taking the photos.
Zendaya, I think. She was quite young as well. It was all very odd. We don't have to talk about it.
I don't know what we're talking about at this point.
Have you been to Ascot?
I have been to Ascot, yeah.
So what do I need to wear hats and tape?
Yes, you do.
I don't think you do anymore.
Really? When I used to go, it was like you had to have the straps on your dresses had to be certain thickness, like the dress had to be below the knees. It was very like strict.
I think they've relaxed it. I'm wearing board shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh, you fuck! You
I
are
think
not
they've
wearing
relaxed it.
board shorts to that.
Is someone going to be performing? Is it like will they have like Craig David playing at the end or something?
It's the races.
But you know, some races they have like a DJ at the end.
Why don't you? You should bring back the smartness of it. Because
Yeah, full tuxedo.
when you look at the Daily Mail the day later of all the photographs, have you seen that? You know, when you look at the Daily Mail, it goes all the ladies went wild
Yeah.
at Ascot, and it's like
Yeah.
girls on the streets with their
So
essentially.
you think I should go full
full
out?
smart? Yeah, I think you would wear like a top hat.
Yeah, okay, fine, I'll do that. I
Who
need
are
to
you
get
going
that
with?
today. I need to get that today then.
Why didn't you invite me to go with you?
I'm going with my friend Jack.
He'll have to get the chop.
So no, but I'll go and get a top hat today. I've never bought a top hat before. I'll go and get one.
Do you wear top hats for weddings? No.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Unless you're getting married at Ascot.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you got that. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So are you gonna get off your nut there?
Potentially, yeah. And then go and see Craig David.
Craig David?
Someone told me that he lives at Gatwick Airport. Do you think that's true?
No, I don't think that's
Someone
true.
told me that he lives at the hotel at Gatwick Airport.
Who told you that? Because that sounds very unreliable.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Tell me who told you that fact.
Know. Someone said it.
That he lives at Gatwick Airport.
Craig David lives at Gatwick Airport. Just trust me.
We're just spreading lies and rumours on this podcast.
Just trust me. And James Haskell
James Haskell, your childhood friend Tom Holland,
lives at Luton Airport. Fact.
and
That's
then
why he's got disappearing messages.
Luton.
In case anyone says, where are you? He can say Luton Airport and then it disappears. Anyway, should we do question of the week?
I don't know what goes
The question
on
is, which celebrity lives at an airport?
Stansted.
Okay, so we got a good one, I think. Okay, so I thought because of Euros, Euro fever, we could do a question about the Euros.
Okay,
I know you have zero interest in football and the Euros.
Yeah.
But potentially you could use this to learn about football and the Euros. I don't
Okay.
think you even want to do that, but you could
Should I ask the
try and
question?
open your mind a bit.
Okay, to the football.
No, I'm going to ask the question.
Okay,
I think the question I'm going to ask you actually might have a chance of getting.
right. Sounds
Even someone with no knowledge of football might be able to answer this.
okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the question of the week. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Which player is the all-time...
Well, you fucked me
No,
on
no,
that
no,
one,
listen,
haven't you?
listen.
What do you mean,
Liv,
which player? I
relax.
don't even know with the football.
Bentley, relax. Listen, you might get this. Which player is the all-time leading scorer in the Euros with 14 goals? So even listen to what I said. Even someone who knows nothing about football.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That's the only guy I know.
That's the answer.
Is it actually? Is it actually the answer?
Yeah.
Was the only geezer I know, that and David Beckham.
That's why I said you might get it.
Oh, he's quite fit.
Do you want to DM him?
Yeah, shall we?
Okay.
You know what I've realised?
But that ruins part 2 because
Oh,
you've already guessed it.
Well, okay, but okay. Well,
Let me ask another one then.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Why don't you DM him and we'll come back and see if he's replied? I think he's happily
Don't
married.
think he
but
would see my DM. You know what I've realised I do as well, which is really bad. I think there should be an app on your phone, when you've had a few drinks, that you just click the app on so that you don't send weird messages to people.
What do
I
you
just
mean?
get a bit trigger happy with my phone. I just go,
Why don't you do disappearing messages on Instagram?
I think I'm going to have to. Not
Yeah.
on Instagram. Well, no, now that Olivia showed me how you can do the you know how it says seen on Instagram when you DM someone?
Yeah.
I've turned that off so people don't know if I've seen their messages or not.
Can you turn that off?
I turn everything off. WhatsApp, you can't see when I've last been online.
Here's the question of the week, okay?
Yeah, it's about football.
Yeah, but you might guess it. Have you heard of a guy called Jude Bellingham?
Nope.
Right. Okay. Maybe this is not going to work.
I think I should ask question of the week.
Why don't you ask me a question then? You don't seem to want to know anything about anything I'm saying.
Is it really bad that I have no interest in football? Is that bad?
It's not bad, no.
I just don't really... I didn't come from a football-y family. There's 4 girls. and,
Yeah, no, it's not a bad thing. It's fine.
my brother's a bit arty, so it's my dad doesn't watch football.
Okay, all right. You ask me a question then.
Okay. Do you know what WD-40 stands for?
As in the building equipment?
No, if you've got an oily wheel and you...
Okay, no, I don't know what that stands for, no.
Oh, you'll have to come back for part 2 to find out.
WD-40. Okay, it sounds like an 80s band. There's UB40.
Yeah. I can't work out who's thicker out of you and me.
Okay,
I'm really questioning it now.
let's come back and find out.
This podcast has really opened my eyes up to how much of a moron I am. I should read more books, really.
Yeah.
And stop watching Law and Order and maybe watch the odd documentary / football game.
There's a good one about Hitler out at the moment.
Is there?
Yeah. All right, well, let's come back in part 2 and find
Okay.
out what WD-40 means. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Welcome back to part 2 of Private Parts with me, Liv Bentley.
And me, Tom Lucy.
Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Have you figured it out?
WD-40.
What does WD-40 stand for?
I think water might be the first word.
I think I gave that away in part 1.
But other than that, I don't know. WD-40. I have no idea.
Water.
I don't really know what WD-40 is.
Okay, so if you've got an oily window or something that's squeaking, you spray a bit of WD-40
It's like grease.
on it. Yeah.
Okay.
How
do you know this?
I don't know. It's one of those random facts that I seem to know.
Okay.
Water dispersion, and it was tested and tried 40 times.
Water dispersion.
Yeah.
Tested 40 times.
Yeah.
There
And
it
the
is.
40th time they found the
They found
the formula.
the magic formula.
The magic formula.
Water dispersion. Okay. Does sound like a Jomo product, but that's fine.
It's lube, but for different reasons.
For door handles.
Yeah.
Lube for door handles.
Yeah. So when I first started doing Jomo, people thought that the lube I was selling was to like lubricate oily wheels.
Oily doors and wheels. Yeah. Would Jomo work for a creaky door?
Sure, it probably could. Just lubing it up.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Let's get into your diary this week.
So my week, I'm trying to. I can't. So when we last did this, I went to Kefalonia for a couple of days to help my business partner, my housemate, shoot some photos for her brand.
Okay.
Which was very chilled. And then I had this hen do.
Your housemate is the
Yes, the waxer.
She's a waxer.
She's a waxer.
So what sort of photos was she asking you to take?
She owns a company called Bondi Body, little promotion here, that's like at-home laser hair removal devices.
Right, okay.
So we did that, and then I had this hen do in the south of France. And yeah, to be totally honest, I probably drunk my body weight in rosé and all the sobriety and, you know, the self-help and work that I've done this 6 months, I just blew out the fucking window.
Is it? I can't work out if this is dark and sad or...
I don't think it's dark and sad.
I think it's okay,
I think I've lived my entire summer in the last 5 days.
How many hen parties have you been on in your life?
3. My friends only now are just starting to get married, but the last hen do I did was in the south of France as well.
Right, okay.
Pretty fun. And then I organised one. They are a lot. Like this sounds about. I was maid of honour at this hen do.
The one you just went to?
The one I just went on, didn't organise a single thing.
Isn't that your job?
Yeah, it is. But I was doing that show. I was on Inside, so I just literally I went from that to then Greece to the.
So who organised it?
The other maid of honour. And
so there's 2?
There's 2 of us.
Oh, that's okay.
And she did an amazing job. But it was just they're hectic.
If you had to organise a hen party, where would you go?
Well, I did. I organised another friend of mine because I was maid of honour for her. People keep
get asked to be maid of honour.
I know. Don't ask it. I mean, it's very sweet, but I'm like, not that I'm not organised, but I feel like I just don't have
the admin.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot of admin, isn't it?
But the one I did organise was at my parents' old house, and we did like a boat trip, and then I got like a private chef to come and cook in front of everyone, and
that sounds
it was fun.
I'm quite into the idea of stags and hens that are in the UK. Because I just think the ones that are abroad, it's a lot of effort, isn't it?
It's so much. I don't know how this girl organised all of it, like getting all the right flights and then the cars. And
it's also like, it's a lot of money to be spending on someone's hen party.
They are a lot of fun though. But it's like, it's heavy.
You were there for 5 days?
Yeah.
I don't want to sound like an old man, but I feel like stag parties and hen parties used to be like one evening. It was like a night out in the town.
No, see,
now it's like a week on holiday. And now it's like a week in Krakow. Why can't we just go to like, I don't know, fucking
Magic Mike in
Soho
London
or something for a night? Why are we all going to Vienna for 2 weeks?
I mean, because they are fun, but it is just like my bounce back from drinking is just not what it used to be, and then drinking on your hangover is just even worse. And you're like, oh.
So were you on it for 5 days solidly?
Just drinking, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Managed to get through. That's why I'm still a little bit shaky now.
Yeah.
But it was but my stamina also has gone downhill.
When's the actual wedding?
October, but I don't actually remember getting off the flight. I had one drink on the flight, and then I was suddenly in the villa. Recollection.
Did you fly alone?
No, God no.
I flew with everyone.
Still be on the plane. No, there was 4 of us that flew out together.
Okay.
But you know when you drink on a flight and it doesn't quite hit you, I don't even remember getting my bag off the baggage claim. And then my friend said to me we were sitting on our suitcases playing dodgems in the terminal. I was like, what? And then when we were in the car, I was a bit...
Did you have those like trunky bags with wheels on them?
Yeah,
just riding them around?
Rolling around. But when we were in the car, I was like...
So where did you fly to?
To Nice. And I was in the back seat and forgot that, obviously when you're in France, the driver's on the other side. So I thought it was my friend. So I sort of started massaging him, thinking it was my mate.
And who was it, the driver?
The driver. And so I was like...
The driver probably couldn't believe his luck.
Didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Jesus Christ, just picked up this British hen party.
This old tart.
And you were staying in a villa?
Staying in the other maid of honour's villa, which was amazing.
Okay.
But it was like...
Did you go into the town or did you stay in the villa?
Yeah, we made it. We took the ferry over to Saint-Tropez for a dinner one night where they did like live shows and stuff. Then ended up with like a group of 60-year-olds going into a club.
Okay. Sounds a little...
Clubbing abroad is a whole different ballgame. It's not like Raffles, is it? There's like 500 people rolling around.
Yeah.
And then I was like chatting to some bloke, but you can smoke everywhere as well, which was unreal. Just smoking at the tables.
Was it like London in the 60s? Just smoke
just
everywhere.
really high
Smoking
end.
on planes.
Yeah.
Newsreaders smoking. I miss those days.
I miss those days.
This podcast would be great if we were both smoking during it, wouldn't
I
it?
would love to smoke doing this. I used to want to do that on Made in Chelsea, and they were like, "No, can't have that."
Are you not allowed to smoke on Made in Chelsea?
No, not
That's
while-
true, actually. You never see anyone smoke on
But
them.
you used to see people smoking on like Love Island and Big
Why
Brother.
can't you smoke on...
Because it's not great for you. And it's,
Because it's promoting smoking.
yeah, and it's
But people drink on it, though.
yeah, but I think smoking's probably worse.
Yeah, I suppose so. You're right, though. You never see anyone drinking on... smoking on Made in Chelsea.
But you used to, on those other shows you used to. Big Brother, you used to see people smoking.
Yeah, but that was like 20 years ago.
No, that wasn't. That was like 3 years ago. Same with Love Island. They'd all have their chats around the fire pit smoking.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Anyway.
Who were the 60-year-old men that you were with?
It was just, no, that was
Was it
bizarre.
a bit Wayne Lineker?
No, they were more classy than that. It was just a random
More
group.
Gary Lineker?
More Your obsession with these two. No, they were just a group of like...
A bit younger. George Lineker.
No, why do you love the Linekers? Should we, oh my God, should we just go to Ocean Beach?
Me and you.
You and I. Just
Do a private parts live from Ocean Beach.
from
Can we do a tour and we just tour around Ibiza?
go, let's go Iron Apple, Magaluf. Can you imagine?
Somebody was telling me the other day about Calvin Harris's residency in Ibiza and how it's like every Friday for 4 months or something. June to September, he does every Friday. And he gets like £1 million a week. He does every Friday for 4 months.
I mean, I just
And
couldn't
he just spends the summer in Ibiza in an amazing villa, but just works every Friday evening.
sick.
Doesn't that sound like like a life you couldn't even...
Yeah, that's
Like,
unbelievable.
if
While
you were
I'm
to, like,
flogging dildos and selling
If you
lube,
were to
you're
like
joking.
design the perfect life, that would be pretty close to it.
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
it?
would be high end.
Yeah.
I'm in the wrong job,
Calvin
honestly.
Harris.
We need to make sure this podcast does do well, because so when can we,
I don't think we're ever going to get a Friday night residency in Ibiza.
No, I can't say people would want to listen to
I'm
us
not sure
that
this is the
much.
sort of thing people like rave to.
Oh.
You know who does DJ in Ibiza?
Who?
James Haskell.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
We could always go and hang
Should we
out.
message? Can we message him?
We could always go and...
Can you message?
Why don't you send him a voice note saying, "Hey, it's Liv Bentley. I'm coming to Ibiza. I'd love to come and watch you DJ."
I don't know if we can keep sending weird DMs off my phone.
No, my phone.
Oh, fine. Yeah, let's voice note him now.
And then see what he says.
Yeah, go on then, get it up with his disappearing messages.
And then you could say, "Oh, I'm coming to..."
Coming to Beaufort, can you show me a good time? So
Is that a bit weird?
bit weird? Wait, you tried to have a bloke sell my knickers to him. It's not that. This is not that weird.
don't
Going one night and one night to
I
Ibiza.
don't want to piss him off, though.
I'll send it off my own. James Haskell, yeah.
Do you have his number?
No.
So how are you going to send it?
What? Instagram. Does he have Instagram?
Yeah, of course he has Instagram. Okay, send him a DM on Instagram.
James Haskell.
And say, "I'm coming to Ibiza."
Does he actually?
Yeah, he DJs there a lot. Haskell.
How do you spell his name? Haskell. He doesn't come up. He actually doesn't come up.
James Haskell. Have you spelled it right?
Yes, James Haskel.
Mm-hmm. Double L.
Yeah, it doesn't come up.
James Haskell.
Maybe he's had to go off social media.
Maybe he's deleted it. Maybe his Instagram account disappears after 30 days. We'll do it later.
We'll do it later off the phone, off WhatsApp.
So your hen party was 5 days in the south of France.
In the south of France. I missed my flight home.
Are you a big... What kind of airport goer are you? Are the sort of person who will turn up like 20 minutes before their flight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to the point that actually I was busy in the duty free trying to buy my perfume and it said final call. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
And you missed that one? You made that
No,
one?
I made that one. No, because the first one was like 6 a.m. and I was like, that was so punchy of me to
organised
book that. I did, because I had to get back to my dad's birthday. So I thought, just roll
yeah.
on through. So pre's on the flight back.
Did your dad know that you would come off the back of a bender? My dad said to me, like, about 3 months ago, he was like, "Every time we see you, you're either drunk or hungover." It's not
My mum
really a
said the
nice
same-
thing for your dad to say to you.
My mum's asked us not to go home if we are hungover because we go down there for like the love and support. And she goes, "You all come down and you just order a Domino's and sit and watch films."
She doesn't like that.
Doesn't like that.
She's not really getting the
She's
best
like,
version
but I
of
never
you,
see
is she?
any of you.
So is that what you did for your dad's birthday?
That's
You
what
went
I
and
did
sat in
for
the dark room.
Sat down there.
How old is your dad?
I actually don't know.
Okay, great. How can you not know how old your dad is?
I think he's 65 maybe.
That's a big birthday.
But
You
after
shouldn't-
once it hits 60, it kind of all means the same thing, doesn't it? It's just the big ones.
That's very sweet.
Am I-
65 is retirement age for a man. Is he retired?
Yeah, I think he is. Yeah, he's retired.
I think he
so.
is.
I know he is.
Do you know a lot about your dad?
No, it's just these blokers here around the house.
Is he a real dad?
Is he?
I don't know
Yes.
how old he is. I don't know if he works.
No, I think he is 65. I just
Okay.
forget these things. There's a lot of us.
That
so
sounds about right.
It's a lot. I've got one sister, and I shouldn't say this, but I get very confused. She could be 24, 25 or 26. And I just, every time I don't know which one it is.
Are you the oldest?
No, I've got one older who's 31.
Okay.
She could potentially be 30. No, she's 31.
Okay, fine. I'm not 100%
Not
convinced
100%
you're from this family.
And then my brother came back as a surprise from his gap year
Was it a big surprise?
with a tattoo and an ear piercing. It was a big surprise.
He's got a tattoo.
Yeah, he got a tattoo on the bottom of his foot saying morons. He lied and he told my dad he was going to get daddy in a heart with barbed wire around it. And I kind of wish he had.
That's a great tattoo.
My parents are very anti-tattoos.
So are mine.
Like-
But it was on the bottom of his foot.
was on the
so
bottom of
that's
his
kind
foot.
of okay.
I went rogue and I did the whole tongue
Have you got a
piercing
tattoo?
thing. No, I was into piercings.
Right.
And I got... Did I tell you this story with my tongue pierced?
Oh, he got infected.
No, it did not get infected. Rank. I thought I'd got away with it, and my dad was like, they'd had a lunch party or something, and some woman, one of the friends goes, "Oh yeah, that daughter of yours, the one with the tongue piercing." And my dad was like, "None of my daughters have tongue piercings." So he made us all line up and stick our tongues out, and he was like, "You."
It's like Victorian dad.
And he was like, "Olivia, only girls who give blowjobs have that done." And
That's what your dad said to you.
And I said,
This is starting to get a bit weird now.
I said, "But daddy." I'm joking. No, he actually said that. He was like,
You don't call him daddy, do you?
I do not call him daddy, obviously not. I call him Kev.
Okay, good.
Kev and Katie. I think it's weird adults calling, we've spoken about this, mummy and daddy. It sounds too weird.
No, mine are Rob and Ali.
Rob and Ali, yeah.
Yeah.
Because also, I mean, I've dated guys and they prefer that, like, people using daddy in a different way. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Should
Like
we-
your brother having daddy tattooed on his arm.
should we-
Did your dad go mental when he showed the tattoo?
I actually don't think he knows. I think 3 of them have tattoos.
So you're the only one?
Me and my older sister don't. And my dad wouldn't know what a podcast was, so he's never going to find out. Listen
Okay,
to
great.
this.
Yeah, mine doesn't listen to this. That's fine.
My mum does, however.
Does she?
She goes, "You and that Tom are really funny." I was like, "Thanks,
What's your
Mum."
mum's name?
Katie.
Hi, Katie.
Yeah. You should
She's
meet
great.
her.
She should come on.
She would be.
Or
She'd
we
be
could call
great.
her one day.
Yeah, shall we? I'd try to know. We should
Katie.
actually. Katie and Kevin. My dad's very funny. We should get him on. So go on. Should we get into dilemma of the week? Sorry,
Yeah, we got a good one this week. Okay. No, this is good. You're going to like this. This doesn't have a name from who sent it in, but shall I just say?
I think it's best we don't.
Okay, this has come from an anonymous listener. It says, "How about fetishes? Which ones have you come across and how should you approach them sensitively when dating / in a relationship? The most niche one I've dealt with is belly buttons. He got so turned on when he put his finger oh God, inside my belly button and when we had belly button dirty talk.
No, what?
Have you ever heard of this?
Oh, I feel it weird. No.
Belly button dirty
I didn't
talk?
know where that was going to go when he said he put my finger in his belly button. Did they both?
Is that a thing?
Did
Belly
they both play with each other's belly buttons?
She didn't. She didn't say. So I
They
don't
didn't
know.
reference.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, that's a bit. Have you?
No. There's a couple of fetishes that are a bit more well known, aren't they?
Well, feet is one of them.
But belly button, I've not heard of before.
No. Belly
How
button-
would you handle dating a guy? who
What?
was
And he
into
said,
that?
"Let me poke your belly button."
Yeah. Would you just say no?
I'd be like, "I don't. That's not for me."
You just say no.
No. Why would you let your girlfriend just stick one in there?
In my belly button? No, probably not.
It's just an odd. I don't want to touch mine, but I know it seems like that's a weird one to do.
Have
It's
you
like-
had a weird scenario where you've liked someone a lot and then you've realised they have an odd thing?
Weirdly, I haven't yet. I haven't had like
Really?
anything bizarre that I've been like, that is a little odd. No.
Nothing.
No. Mine's just the normal weird.
Do you think those fetishes come out like later in dating? Do you
Well,
think, because obviously the first
I-
couple of times you sleep with someone, you're not going to immediately reveal that you have a weird fetish.
No. But I want to understand sometimes what's happened in their life that they suddenly have realised that's what they're into. Like people
How
getting...
do you realise you've got a belly button fetish? Yeah.
Or like people getting peed on. Like where did that suddenly happen that you thought, I like
weed on a
that?
friend of mine once.
But were they stung by a jellyfish or
Yeah.
something? Yeah, exactly. I've been peed on. Well, actually, Sam Thompson peed on me once. I didn't realise we were in a shower. This actually sounds really odd.
Okay.
We were doing an advert for Original Source in Croatia. And so it was me, Ollie Lock and Sam Thompson in the shower together, but in clothes, but using this stuff. Anyway, I was like, oh God, that water's warm.
And he was weeing on you?
Turned around, he was fucking peeing on me.
Deliberately?
Deliberately.
Unbelievable.
But it didn't turn me on, if that's what you're wondering, but it's probably because I was in there with
I
other
weed
people.
on my friend once because he got stung by a jellyfish.
Did he like it? I know that's weird actually because it's your
I don't
friend.
think he did like it, no.
But like, once you sort of open Pandora's box of weirdness, how do you come back from that?
It's a bit like it's the person who somebody must have eaten an egg for the first time. You know what I mean? Like somebody must have decided I'm going to eat an egg.
Yeah, but
that's a weird thing to decide to do.
you didn't eat
no one
it
else
and get a boner though.
No, but if no one else is doing that's quite a weird thing to say. I'm going to do that. But now everybody eats eggs.
Yeah,
so what
but
I'm saying is,
saying we should all go around fingering each other's belly buttons and realize.
well, maybe
if
it
we
could
like
become like mainstream. It surprises me you've not come across anything weird.
I think maybe it's because I'm not into like anything too weird. I get a lot of messages from people because of Jomo asking, like, because we talk obviously about sex all the time, but like introducing certain things. If you like something, if I was into something specific, I would just say it. Like guys always get threatened when girls want to use sex toys. I've
Guys
heard.
get threatened?
Yeah, because I think they think it's replacing them when it's not. It's just adding something different.
Right, okay.
But so like, say your girlfriend said, could we use like a vibrator or something? Would you be like,
I don't think so.
But see, it's like a mixed bag. Some guys don't like it.
They find it too threatening.
Yeah.
Yeah. They find it a bit emasculating.
What is your fetish? Tell me now. I feel like yours is really
Belly
niche.
buttons. Weeing.
Plates of bicarbonate of soda.
Stop. No, I don't think I have any. I don't have any.
What's the weirdest one you've come across?
I haven't really come across any, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever... this is very weird.
Oh, here we go.
But this didn't happen to me. This happened to a friend of mine who is...
Is that what we were saying?
My friend is gay and he was having sex with this man. And this man would wear cowboy boots with... I don't even know if I can say this.
We've started the story, now finish it.
No, because it's probably not legal. Anyway, he would wear... No, I can't say this.
Say it. I'll tell you afterwards if it's legal or not.
He would wear cowboy boots with like baby chickens in the back of the cowboy boots.
The fuck?
And then like...
Wait, what do you mean?
Like baby chickens, like live chicks. In the boots. Yeah.
I'm trying to visualize this, but I can't. What do you mean, baby chickens in the boots?
Inside the boots.
The boot had a little box in them or something?
No, like they would be like in the side of the boot, like chickens, baby chickens.
So while he was doing it, he liked being nibbled at his feet?
Yeah. So that's weird.
That's really... This isn't the same bloke who was neighbours with the cannibal, right?
No, that's a different guy.
You have an eclectic bunch of friends.
Yeah. No, that. I suppose that is a fetish, isn't it? Baby chickens in cowboy boots. But it's like that whole thing about like Leonardo DiCaprio and the noise cancelling headphones.
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the one? And this came up the other day. The thing with...
He was probably knocking around Saint-Tropez, wasn't he?
Yeah, knocking around.
Was he one of the 60-year-old men you were sat with?
Yeah, but I was too old for him. No, I'm joking. What was the one about Richard Gere? Has anyone heard this one? And it was something to do with a gerbil or something.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand that. What was that?
I looked that up.
But I find it more fascinating. Like, how do you get to the point of these things? Like, what suddenly happened? Do you know what I mean? Then you realise you're into that.
Richard Gere versus gerbil. Here we go.
Versus gerbil?
What is the...
Maybe I'm just quite tame. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I'm not...
Richard Gere gerbil. A lot of people think it's untrue, whatever it is. Niche. What's the deal with Richard Gere being associated with using small rodents for nefarious butt purposes?
That can't be the headline of the article.
Maybe... I don't know. I don't want to say anything libelous.
That's a bit weird.
Anyway.
Okay, right.
Well, I enjoyed that question.
If anyone's got any more weird fetishes, I'm just intrigued by them.
So are you going to close this up, are you going to carry on this this hen party bend, or are you going to rein it back?
Well, listen, now we've started, what's the point in stopping?
So you're just going to carry on?
Let's just have a fun summer.
What have you got on this week that might involve that?
Oh, I thought you and I were going to go to Ibiza. Joking.
Well, that was sort of a...
Can we also just reference, I I'm not flown off the handle, by the way.
No.
I'm just, small doses. I think I had my sober stint.
Right.
Obviously,
So you're saying you're not going back to that?
No, but I think I was never going to go sober forever. I think I enjoyed it. But I think at the same time, I don't know I don't know. I do like having a few drinks here and there. Is that bad, though?
Okay. It's fine.
You're making it out like I've got a problem.
Listen, if you want to have a couple of drinks and open the gerbil cage.
God, while wearing cowboy boots.
If you have any other dilemmas that you want to send in, it's contact@privatepartspodcast.com. Private podcast on all the social media stuff, platforms. Okay, that's the end of Private Parts this week. Liv, any closing thoughts?
Hope everyone has a wonderful weekend.
Okay, that's very sweet. That's quite a wholesome way to end. We will see you next Friday for another episode. Please send in your dilemmas. Have a great week. Goodbye. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
You never say goodbye.
I know, but you always have to force it. Goodbye.
You should want to say goodbye. There we go. Okay, goodbye.
Private Parts is produced by Spirit Studios.
With Olivia Scott as the producer.